One of the biggest challenges that most livestock farmers face, if not all, is the cost of feeds. And not just the cost of feeds, but the quality of those feeds. Today, we are in Kiambu County, focusing on a new variety of Napier grass. And to tell us more about it, we are going to welcome John from Maximum Milk Production Solutions Africa.
Yes.
Hi John, how are you?
I'm fine, thank you.
Please kindly just introduce yourself, tell us who you are, what you do, and why we are here.
Okay. My name is John Carrier of Maximum Milk Production Solutions Africa, Thika. We are fodder crop dealers. Actually, we specialize on high quality fodder with high protein, and more biomass.
Okay.
And that means here in our farm, this is the East, by the way, Kiambu County.
Right.
We have a variety of Napier grass, dubbed the King of Napier. The King of Napier is the Super Napier grass, Pakchong 1. You can see it is here. But we not only deal with Super Napier grass, we have a variety of fodders in our farm. Actually, our farm is a supermarket. So you'll get a variety of crops, high quality. You'll get Super K vines. You'll get Super Napier grass. You'll get Siabaza grass. You get Kikuyu grass.
Let's talk about this super Napier grass. Why do you call it super? Why is it super? What qualities are making it that super?
It is super because of, first of all, the biomass. It produces up to 200 tons per acre per year. It has also very high growth rate. Within 45 to 60 days you harvest.
When you talk about biomass, kindly, what is biomass?
Biomass is what you get from the harvesting of that crop.
Right.
If you compare this one and the ordinary Napier that all of us know, you will see the difference. One stem like this will give you a very big stem. We shall see one there. We shall see one there.
Yes.
So that is what we are talking about.
Yeah.
The other thing is the palatability and handling. This Napier grass does not have the hairs that sting. It is a hairless King of Napier.
Right. I remember when I was young, man, when you go when you're told to go and cut some Napier grass for the cows, then you're always itching.
Yeah. This one does not have that. Yes.
And why? Is it the way it's been?
It was developed in Thailand by crossing elephant Napier grass and African elephant Napier grass, by the way, with the palm millet. That gave it the wide leaves that it has. You also find that it has very smooth leaves and stems. It only have some hairs between the leaf and the stem, actually.
All right.
Yeah. Then harvesting, you do 6 to 8 times a year. The ordinary one used to do 3 times. Yes. So throughout the year, and you'll be harvesting either in cold areas, hot areas. Like here is a semi-arid area, Thika East. And if you see our farms are very, very green. Very green. Yes. And actually they are very green always. As long as you feed this fodder properly with animal manure, then you are there.
Okay.
So this one is not the first planting. The first planting you harvest after 75 to 90 days, but this one is barely 60 days. So it is ready for harvesting, for feeding of animals or for silaging, because we do also silage. We do bale silages. We have machines that we do that.
Okay.
So we do that and sell to the farmers.
All right. So John, let me just have one cutting here. So I know the way you're supposed to plant it is you are supposed to not like it is place it on the ground like
you do
this.
it at a slanted angle.
Okay.
Such that this node is just buried inside the furrow or the tubukiza method shimo. Then this one must touch the ground.
Okay.
That way you get maximum production, because here you'll be getting shoots from here and here.
Before we even go there, because I know we'll be demonstrating that much later, I just want us to first go into the best management practices. Once I have bought these two, do you also advise me on maybe where I'm going to plant it? The type of soils that I'm supposed, do I do soil testing, the manure, do I use fertilizer, and then do I do irrigation, do I do mulching, all those things, maybe from the beginning?
So basically we start with how or the methods of planting. You plant using 2 major methods. The first one is known as tubukiza method. Tubukiza is a hole that is 2 feet by 2 feet by 2 feet.
All right.
2 feet deep, you get the first feet of soil, That is called topsoil. You mix it with a bucket of manure, farmyard manure.
Yes.
Then you turn it, then you plant your cutting there. Then between one hole to the other should be 3 feet. So center of the hole to the other, 3 feet.
All right.
The other method is known as mutaro method, or conventional method.
Mutaro is a trench, right?
It's a trench, yeah.
Good.
It's the cheapest, and you just need to do a feet deep and 3 feet apart. Then you put manure, farmyard manure. We don't advocate fertilizer.
Okay.
Because we realized fertilizer is just a one-off thing. But manure will be retained in the soil to improve the soil profile. And it will also help this crop to endure during a dry season because the soil will maintain that moisture.
Right.
Yeah. Why are we doing 3 feet? About 1 meter? It's because this Napier Pakchong one is a very, very vegetative crop.
Yes.
You don't give it space, you mess up. So you're supposed to do only this one, you're saying, only one.
Just
then
one.
you get enough fodder for your animals.
All right.
So if you plant an acre, you do 4,500 pieces.
So
then you'll be able to rear 10 to 15 animals comfortably.
Okay.
Because you harvest 6 to 8 times and you will be preserving that fodder. Because if you don't, again, preserve using the preservation method like silaging, it will get lost. Or you'll be forced to buy more animals.
all right.
Yes.
So I've planted, I've done the right spacing, I've done the right, manure. So from there, what other practices, or so that it can, to get such kind of, production?
Okay.
What else do I need to
Basically,
do?
what you do after you plant, you'll be required to cultivate at least 2 times, because at this time the crop has not well established. So there will be weeding. So you have to control weeds by weeding. But you take care of the roots. Don't touch the roots. Then the weeds that you get, just drop them there. They will try to prevent some other getting out. That will also act as mulch.
All right.
Of course.
Yes.
And after that, after cutting the first time, you also do at least once. From there, you will not be doing any cultivation.
Right.
Because the Napier overgrows the weeds. Therefore, the weeds will be defeated, so to speak. Weed itakuwa imeshindwa. Itakuwa inashindwa sababu utakuwa unakuja unakata inaondoka.
Okay. So tumemaliza kupanda, tumeituza venye inafaa, we've given it the right nutrition, we've mulched, we've weeded. So from there, my first harvest, maybe after how long, and at what level, or at what height am I supposed to know now it's ready for harvesting?
Basically, we talk about days, because when you talk about height, you might be wrong.
All right.
There are places that will grow slower. In cold areas, it goes slower. In hot areas like this, you can imagine this is not even 60 days. It is 2.2 meters.
Wow.
If you go to a colder area, maybe it will be 1.7. So we don't look you don't look at the height normally.
Yes.
You look at the
days.
dates. So if you planted today, 75 to 90 days harvest. After the first cut, do 45 to 60. The other thing, maybe a person who might not be able to remember the dates, just look at the time it is starting to produce some canes. The first, second cane, like that one you see there, you harvest at that time. That time, that cane will be a source of energy for an animal. Because dairy and beef cows, they require a lot of energy, a lot of proteins, a lot of starch, and a lot of minerals. This Napier as a whole meal has that. So the energy in these canes, the ones that, not this one, this is a seed, the one that will be, the two I talked about there,
yes,
will be the source of energy. Because if you humor this cane like this, it is sugary.
All right.
Yeah. Yeah. We did a lab test with Carol. They came to our farm and took samples. We got a whooping 16.6%. We did another one. It got 18.9. Then we got another one that with the JQuat. Well, JQuat, there is a department with Chinese there known as Solajek. They picked and it got 24. That was about 1.5 months old. 24% crude protein. That
crude
is what
protein. I wanted to know what percentages these are.
Yeah.
Crude protein.
Crude protein.
All right.
When you have quality, the most expensive thing we buy from this feed shop is protein found in what we call dairy. So you reduce that. If you reduce buying that, because it's 2D is very expensive.
Yes, yes.
When you reduce that, it means the farmer will reduce the cost of production. I'm not saying you eliminate 100%, no. Because you cannot be eating ugali every day. You need to eat rice, you need to eat githeri, like that.
Yes.
But what you're simply saying is the cost of production will definitely go down.
All right.
We have farmers in northeastern, they are doing feedlots with this napier. The meat that we are getting, the cows that we are very good cows we are getting, they are doing feedlots there. The sheep, we call the gala goats, not sheep, gala goats. We have people in Narok buying a lot of this to rear their sheep, the doper sheep. It is a very good napier, and I wish everybody can get this and realize now, because what you are simply saying, reduce the cost, remaining some sharing in the pocket. I think that is what every farmer would want to have.
All right. So, John, that is quite informative.
Yeah.
And you know, at this era of climate change, it looks like this is a very good crop in terms of mitigating climate change, because you can see it is covering the soil,
Yeah.
it is protecting, you know, soil, it is, you know, reducing soil erosion.
Yes.
Maybe you can just elaborate some of those things. That
First of all, the reasoning behind us importing this crop was, first of all, I'm a lead expert at NEMA. I'm an environment expert.
Right.
So I'm a person who likes talking about mitigation of climate change and greenhouse gases. So what we did, we looked for a crop that will do well across the country. This grass, Super Napier grass, does well in either cold, dry, and semi-arid areas.
Yes.
Therefore, this will grow anywhere, as long as you have some water and enough manure. So to curb climate change, it will be acting as a desertification measure control, because you can see like this is a forest of Napier. This is 50 acres of land. So in semi-arid areas, most crops will not do. So this one, you find in most semi-arid areas, there are large tracts of land. If you plant Napier for your animals, and because those areas mostly they have the animals that are left to graze,
yes.
to graze, you will not need that. The conflict between farmers neighboring those areas and the herders or pastoralists will end. Therefore, this one will curb desertification. We are talking about the effects of climate change. Our president is talking about planting trees.
Yes.
We would also urge people to plant this Napier.
Pande miti na nini?
Pande miti
Napier grass.
and Napier grass.
All right.
Super Napier grass.
Good.
The other thing, the roots of this crop are very, 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 we call it fibrous.
Fibrous, yes.
So that will help hold the soil.
Right.
So it will curb soil
Erosion, yes.
erosion.
Good.
So that is how in environmental aspect this one is helping.
Right.
In terms of making Kenyans have enough fodder, apparently, as per the Department of Livestock
Right.
In Kenya, we need 55 metric tons. That is the demand. But apparently, we are producing 22 million metric tons.
Of
so there is
fodder.
Of fodder.
Fodder, yes.
So there is a gap of that 3 million metric tons.
That's a lot.
That is why it is usually cyclic. Every time there is drought, animals are dying. When it rains, they are not dying. To curb that, because this crop is a drought-resistant crop, we urge all farmers in dry areas, in semi-arid areas to plant this, because it will help solve that problem of death of animals. Therefore, this one have been tested. We have tested with so many farmers. We have farmers in Marsabit, we have farmers in Wajir, we have farmers in Garissa, we have farmers in Narok, we have others in Grasen. They are planting this and they are very, very, very happy with the crop.
This can
because
be
it is not
a
only
solution,
giving,
right?
It is not only giving, you know, we look at the quality.
Yes.
It is not only giving the forage, feeding, it is giving the proteins and mineral salts and the starch the animal need. So we might talk of other grasses, but this one will resolve the problem. So the animals, super. The animals,
right. It deserves the name.
Quality.
If it has all those qualities, then I think it deserves the super,
yes.
the super name, right?
Super Napier.
Okay. Yeah. Just feel it. Ama
ni miwa.
Chakula lunch, eh? I might end up eating this one. It is sweet. Wow. I mean, cows must love this.
Yeah.
Okay, but anyway, for now we are going to take a break, and when we come back, we're going to see how we plant the Super Napier grass.